Hello everyone, I am Simran Kaur, your science teacher from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group, and today we will study new chapter 9, soil. Whenever you go to field or playground to play any game, you see a powdery brown substance below your feet. That is what? That is soil. We have divided this chapter into two parts. In first part, we will cover intro of the chapter, formation of soil, soil profile and soil types. And in second part, we will discuss properties of soil, soil and crops, pH of the soil, soil an important natural resource and soil erosion. Now the word soil, this word is derived from Latin word which is solium, which means earthy material, the substance which we obtain from earth. Nature provides us the soil. It supports plants by holding their roots. Like I am standing with the help of my legs, so my legs are supporting my body. Similarly, soil supports the body of plants by holding their roots. Then it is home for many living organisms. You know that many insects, bacteria, fungi, they are found in soil. Earthworm, also known as farmer's friend, increases the soil fertility. Earthworm, it looks like this. It excretes in the soil and that excreta is used as humus. So that's why it is responsible to increase the fertility of soil. Now, how soil is formed? Do we manufacture it in any factory or any industry? No, we get it from the earth only. So, how soil is formed? Soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks into smaller pieces by air, water, temperature. Means so many agents are involved in breaking down of rocks. And the type of soil is dependent on the type of parent rock, because ultimately we are getting soil from the rocks only. And this process of soil formation from the rocks is called weathering. Weathering is what? Formation of soil by breaking down of rocks. Not only air, water and temperature, but few microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, plants, they also cause weathering. They are also responsible for breaking down of rocks. Now living organisms are included, that's why we call it biological weathering. Biological, bio means life. These living organisms are involved in this formation of soil, so we call it biological weathering. Next is soil profile. Like every student has their profile, like their name, their father's name, their blood type and so many things we get to know from their soil profile, student's profile. So in soil profile we will talk about the profile of soil. The soil is arranged in layers or horizons during its formation. If we will cut it vertically, then we can see the different layers. Okay, we have cut it down in the vertical section and you can see few layers. These layers are also known as horizons. And the arrangement of these layers or horizons is known as the soil profile. You can see different layers are arranged and this arrangement of layers is known as soil profile. Now a soil profile consists of three layers. We have divided this profile into three main layers. First is topsoil, or we call it a horizon. Here, this is, you can see this is topsoil present at the top and this is a horizon. We call it a horizon. It is dark in color because of humus. You have seen it is very dark brown in color. Why? Because humus is present in that soil. Now what is humus? You know that when plants and leaves they die, they decompose and that matter is known as humus. It is the most fertile layer. Obviously in topsoil humus is present, so it will be the most fertile layer. Then organisms are present in this layer. As in the first slide we discussed, many living organisms are present. So those organisms live in which horizon and which layer? They live in this topsoil or A horizon. Roots of small plants are also present. As we know, the roots of small plants do not penetrate deeper into the soil, so their roots are present in the topsoil. Then below A horizon, which horizon is present? B horizon. It is present just below A horizon. It contains less humus and more inorganic salts. As it is present below this A horizon, so obviously humus will be less, and it has more inorganic salts, means it has minerals, metals and all those elements. Roots of tall trees can reach to this horizon because the roots of tall trees, they penetrate deeper into the soil and it goes till where? Till the B horizon. Then C horizon, it is the lowest horizon because it is present beneath horizon B. It consists of small lumps of rocks, means small pieces of rocks are present in this horizon. Here you can see. And beneath this horizon, bedrock is present, means below this horizon, bedrock is present. Bedrock is the large pieces of rocks. Now let us talk about the types of soil types. Weathering of rocks result in the formation of smaller particles as gravel, sand, silt and clay. During formation of soil, no all particles are divided into equal size. There is difference in their sizes. So there are 4 types of particles which we will study: gravel, sand, silt and clay. Here we have compared their sizes, like gravel is largest in size, then next is sand particle, then silt very small, and then clay. It is invisible at this scale. Now mixing different percentage of these particles result in formation of different types of soil. Now soil consists of mixture of these particles, and we know that the ratio can vary, means sometimes the amount of gravel is more than the amount of sand, so it defines the type of soil. So there are 3 types of soil: sandy soil, clayey soil and loamy soil. We will discuss each one by one. First is sandy soil. It has high content of sand and low content of clay. As the name represents, sandy soil means it has large proportion of sand. Now you can see the particles of sand are very big, they are larger in size. So as the particles are larger, bigger, more spaces are present in between the particles. You can see there are more spaces between particles, and these spaces can hold air. So large spaces are present between particles and these spaces are filled with air. This soil has poor water holding capacity because water can drain quickly as large spaces are present. So it cannot hold the water. Water can drain quickly from the soil. Then clayey soil. It has high content of clay and low content of sand, means the ratio of clay is more than sand. Clay particles are tightly packed because the size of clay particle is very small, so they are tightly packed to each other. As they are very close to each other, no more spaces are present, and no spaces means no much spaces are present, means it cannot fill air. So this soil has poor space for air. This soil is heavy as it can hold more water than sandy soil because of tiny gaps. The very minute, very small gaps are present in which water can be water can retain in those small spaces. That's why clayey soil is heavier than the sandy soil. The next type of soil is loamy soil. This is best for growing plants because it is mixture of sand, silt and clay. It contains almost equal amount of sand, silt and clay, which makes it best for growing crops. It contains right proportion of air and water. Here you can see enough space is present to fill air and to hold water, and you can see it is appropriate for the growth of plant. That was all about the first part. I will meet you in the second part of this chapter. Thank you for watching.